I noticed some coping and seething from my shitpost video that has been going viral recently. The Steven Universe video. For starters, let me state to the people in the comments: do not defend this behavior. There's many instances of people stating, "Hi, I'm a self-harm addictor. Please don't talk to me. I don't want those type of people in my comments because that's unhealthy, and you could actually die from that. Please get help." I know you can't get help from it, but like if you're gonna self-harm, please don't do that. I'm against people who do that, as I used to do it all the time. I used to bang my head against the wall, hurt myself intentionally. Plus, I think most of you are children. I'm an adult, so don't talk to me. The reason why I say don't talk to me because most of y'all want to insist that, oh, this is okay. No, it's not. Once you grow up and figure it out like I have, then you understand. Secondly, people are unintentionally using Birdie's patented excuse of, it was my BPD. For starters, last time I checked, borderline personality disorder doesn't make you draw nudes of your fucking 12-year-old slash 13-year-old your partner at the time and put it in an event. Yes, Mal, Jaime Guts, the person that people have been shitting on for ages, has alleged that, and they posted proof of it, and I had to tell them gently to take it down because it's potentially, illegal, which it is. And the thing is, it's pretty much certainly illegal to retribute any form of CP, regardless. So what Birdie did essentially was draw their partners, nudes when they were underage. And before you say, but Birdie was underage, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you were a minor at the time sending nudes to another minor, you're implicated too. Thirdly, people who claim that Birdie didn't do it for sexual gratification, on my community tab, I posted a image of him, admitting straight up that he, quote unquote, liked it for the pleasure, and the person who he was talking to wanted him to go to him if he had issues, and he was like, no, you see, I don't think I want to go to you because I actually have sexual pleasure out of it. The reason why I made a comparison to Yuri and Birdie is because Yuri in Act 2 essentially did it for sexual gratification. Monica implied that in Act 2. Another thing I've seen people get butthurt over is BoJack Horseman comment. Fun fact, I know BoJack Horseman. I watch it. I occasionally understand it. I listen to video essays of it. I don't think any of you understand the show as much as I do, and most of y'all probably like Has-Been Hotel, so honestly get the fuck off my page. So, BoJack Horseman, right? People have been making comparisons to BoJack with Birdie, the way they act, the way they surround themselves with. BoJack is an alcoholic person. He's a very volatile person who destroys any relationship or any actual relationship with people that he was close to. He had a terrible upbringing. He became a terrible person who did terrible things, essentially. He's unaware, but he's somewhat aware. Compared to Birdie, who basically keeps on BoJack posting about how, oh, I'm a terrible person, you'd think that they would both be likely the same person. The fact that everyone's getting butthurt and coping and seething over a fucking Steven Universe video is silly in itself because it's just a video, guys. It's not like I'm making a complete claim out of it. And the reason why I'm very hostile with my approach is because you guys are continuously making excuses for Birdie, even when they literally use the same BPD excuse. You want to know what's funny? You guys, by using the same BPD excuse, you're enabling this behavior. Because they use the exact same excuse for behaviors involving grooming, the ferret, every single fucking thing. And I have ADHD, DID, and autism. When I fuck up, I don't go, oh my gosh, it wasn't me, it was Pee Pee Poo Poo Man Alter. I don't go that. BPD is not an excuse for every single little thing. BPD is an excuse to self-harm. He had issues beforehand that led him to self-harm, and then over time he probably found it pleasurable. I don't know. It's really, really fucking disgusting and weird to hear people explain away the actions of sexualizing self-harm. At first, yes, I'm not saying that it's not possible. It wasn't possible. He actually gradually, he wasn't like at first, not sexually attracted to it, but you could actually form a sexual gratification to other things too when time goes on. The fact that people are just going off by what Birdie says goes to show that you will never learn, even if you don't stand by them, by explaining away their actions as, oh, they were manic, oh, they were BPD. It doesn't matter. And I'm sick and tired of hearing people complain about it. if you want to defend Birdie, just go out and do it. Do it. You won't, because people are gonna get mad at you. And I'm the only one person telling you guys to stop it, because I'm assuming that most of y'all are underage. 20-year-old here telling you to stop it. Stop it. No, don't do that. Don't defend bad people. It doesn't matter if they have mental illness. You can have mental illnesses. You can be a part of the LGBTQ+. You can be black, blue, red, green, yellow, red. All you want. But you're not exempt for criticism. You're not exempt for anything. BPD isn't an excuse to be a shitty person. And you're just using it as a crutch at this point. Borderline personality disorder is a serious disorder, yes. But it's not an excuse for every single thing that Birdie has done or will do. If the people that Birdie hurt can't use their, illness as an excuse, then he can't either. It's not a free pass. You're not special. And it's about yay time you people stop giving into this false sense of deludement. I'm just surprised. And I know I'm treading waters by making this video, but I'm gonna drag you all for this. It's ridiculous having to explain away, or at least fix some of the shit that I said, because most of y'all don't know how to take a joke. Most of y'all scream out, "Oh my god, you just don't understand BoJack," or "Oh my god, Birdie had self-harm issues." Don't say that they sexualize it. There is several artwork of them basically doing this shit unironically. There was one where they self-harmed, and they looked into the camera knowingly while they do it. I don't doubt that at one point they did it because they didn't have any room, but over time they became sexually attracted to the idea of harming themselves. I don't care if you're an ex-survivor of it. If you sexualize something like this, then you should also feel disgusted, because sexualizing self-harm should be disgusting. Exposing this shit to your minor fan base should be also disgusting. And you bet your bottom ass that if you found out, which this happens, that they were posting porn in their main 16+ account, you guys will be, "Oh shit, you know what, actually I don't believe Birdie anymore." Yes, they've been posting porn in their fucking 16+ account. Most of it was guru porn. Most of it was, regular porn. They had a 18+ account that they essentially had no way of, having people. The people that posted under it were minors. Before you say, "But he wouldn't have known that if there were minors under his post." You know what? Let's schematics here. I know that word's not good, but schematics here. If I had Twitter, right, or Exit or whatever, I would be able to click on the person's profile on mobile and see immediately, 1 second click, they're a minor. If I'm on desktop, their whole tagline is shown. There's no excuse. So everybody in the comments basically crashing out about how I'm wrong for hurting Birdie's feelings, get the fuck off my page. Because I don't tolerate this behavior. If you want to defend this behavior, go ahead. Do it. Your comment will just stay there. Because there's documented history of Birdie being an absolute piece of shit. And people are just defending it continuously because they have BPD, or big penis disorder as they say. I cannot take anybody serious that essentially done so much shitty things and cries about it on Twitter daily. If you have BPD and you see Birdie as a pillar of your people, I would rethink my options. Nobody with BPD would appreciate how Birdie is using it as a crutch. I wouldn't appreciate them either as an autistic person with DID. So, lesson learned is, if you have issues with my stuff, don't make it about the fact that Birdie has some sort of issue with them. If they had an issue, they had every single chance, every single option to get medicated, every single option to get help, but they didn't. I cannot theoretically feel bad for someone who basically squandered any chance at redemption several times. If you want to forgive Birdie, then be my guest. I'm not going to do it because it's a trend to feel bad for him. No, the epoch meme is not an excuse to say that everyone makes mistakes. Birdie made several mistakes in the past, and they have not changed. If you want my honest opinion, no, if somebody repeatedly makes mistakes, then it's obvious that they're not going to change. I'm done extending my arm out for people like Birdie in my life in order for them to just hurt me over and over again. The reason why I'm making this video was to tell you guys that essentially you're enabling this behavior. Even if you don't intentionally mean it, you're intentionally hurting any chance at victims from coming forward. I believe it or not, the reason why I'm very, very adamant and very honest about this situation is because I've met someone like Birdie in my life. They were a hell to deal with. They would consistently threaten suicide. They would not let me leave because I was terrified they actually might kill themselves. It was until they decided to actually leave me alone because they thought I was a liar that I was finally free. The fact that people are essentially using the same tactics that they did to me to make me stay is enough for me to just be disgusted. And before you say, "Oh, I didn't know," you shouldn't have known. You should have known better. You are just not going to learn until one day you meet that Birdie in your life. So, once again, if you find this behavior encapsulating or awe-inspiring, then I suggest you just leave my channel because I don't want you here. My channel is meant to be funny, not be filled with a bunch of children that don't understand what Birdie is doing is wrong. Even if you don't mean it, like I said, it's still fucking disgusting. You don't use BPD as an excuse to get out of it. It's not a get out of jail free card. The next video I'm trying to make is essentially a timeline and properly pushing the narrative back on Cinny Bear on 3 and going through every single issue with what happened because the derailment has gone so far. It's 2025. And I think I mean to start the year off with something great with actually fixing it. And I will be linking a fundraiser for victims of child exploitive for people to, giving back to the people that were hurt. Because Birdie failed to do that. Before you say, no, it doesn't matter if NO can't do anything with the money. They still were hurt, and they need therapy for it.